Hi guys, how's it going?
Hi. Hi, Jen.
Just check to see who all's here. All right, we're gonna give it just a few seconds to see if that fourth hops on.
I don't know about anybody else, but I can feel every muscle we worked on Monday.
You know, I was kind of wondering if I was a little too hard on you, but I figured if I was, somebody would call uncle.
We just have to do what we can do.
Absolutely. And at any time, if you need to drop to your knees, get off your wrists, take a break, shorten your set, feel free. It's your workout. So the only thing that I don't like is I can't really see you. So it's that personal trainer in me. I just really want to like form and make sure everything's okay. So if there's ever a time when you don't understand what I'm trying to say, please do stop what you're doing and look up and see what it looks like. I'll try my very best to verbally cue you as well as using my own body to make sure that it looks like how it should look.
Sounds good.
Sometimes we think that we look a certain way, but we actually don't. So, and it's not like we're at a gym so you can look at mirrors. So just do the best you can. That being said, it's time. All right. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start in standing. Feel free to use your mat. I might be on and off the mat just so that you can visually see what I'm doing. At this point, we're going to start with our legs really close together. We're going to kind of spread open our toes, spread open our fingers, and then rounding and releasing through those shoulders. So bring those shoulders forward and back. So what we're doing here is we're spreading open that upper back, and then we're opening up the chest. You can align your breathing. Big deep inhale. Exhale to drop them. Inhale up. Exhale down. A couple more. I don't really care about your breathing as long as you are breathing. You're alive. One more time. Forward folds. Warming up the back of the legs. Stretch, lean back just a little bit, and then just gently fall forward. Contracting your abs as you do this. Feel free to gently bend through the knees. Let your arms dangle. Take a nice big deep breath. From here, contracting your abs, restacking your spine one vertebrae at a time. Taking your shoulders up, down, and back. And we'll do that again 2 more times. Big inhale. Little baby back bend, look up. Dive forward. Stretching out your lower back, the back of your legs. Restacking that spine. Shoulders up, down, and back. And last time through, big inhale. And exhale down. We're going to stay here a little bit longer. And we're just going to double pulse paddle through our legs, bending one knee and straightening out the other one just a little bit more. Eye gaze toward the toes. One more each way. Good. Now let's go ahead and come back up, giving yourself lots of room on both sides. Let's take it out super, super wide with both feet still facing the same direction. And we're going to push our hip back to the corner of the room, keeping the other leg super straight, stretching out the inner thighs. We're going to take it one side to the other, keeping our feet exactly where they are. Deep breaths. We're just warming up, letting those muscles know what's coming. 4, 3, 2, and last one. We come center our weight, turn our toes way out, drop those shoulders, tuck the hips, tuck your tailbone under. So when you go down, your knees go out and back, and you are not leaning forward or back. It's as if your spine is against the back of a wall. Keep it completely in the legs, still feeling inner outer thighs a little bit. Good, keep going. We're gonna bring our arms out wide. And as we come up, so do our arms. Exhale down. Inhale up, and we have 4 more just like that. Down. Inhale up. And 2. And then this last one, we're just gonna stay down here a little bit. I want you to think about your knees. Think about pressing them back just a little bit. Bringing your arms forward, rounding those arms. Good. 8, 7, 6, press the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. We're gonna heel toe our way back to a more narrow stance. And now we're gonna go in and out of a side lunge. So the side lunge comes out. We're gonna come back in. So now instead of staying stationary in our feet, we're actually moving through that one leg. We're gonna add a couple variations right after this one. Next time, we're gonna lift that knee as we come back together. Whoa. What's happened? Did you tip? Did you fall? That's okay, try it again. Down. Lift the knee. 2 more times. Lift the knee. Last one. Lift the knee. Can you hold? I am super lucky I have a wall right here. Maybe you don't. That's okay. Tap down, come back up. We're going to take this forward and back. So really work on your balance. Taking that knee from forward, sending that leg back. Bring it forward, stand up tall. 3 more just like that. Back. And tall. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. Last time. And forward. And come back, center, reset. We're going to add on to that side lunge, a cross back lunge. So when you do a cross back lunge, you're mostly working through those outer hips. This is how it looks. We're going to stay on that same working, same moving leg. You cross it back so that you are on the ball of that back foot. Front foot faces forward. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Drop back. Drop those hips back. Come up, step together. Back. If you guys are familiar with the skater cardio move, it's similar to that. You have it crossed back on the balls of both feet. Dip and back. Dip and back. Side view. Cross. Send your hips way back. 3 more just like that. Curtsy lunge. You maybe called this a curtsy lunge before. Last one. Good. Now, taking both that side lunge and that cross back lunge in one movement. It looks like this. Inner outer thighs all day long. Step out. Send those hips back. Step together. Cross back. Dip low. Good. Back. Push away. Cross back. We can do 4 more, I betcha. Side lunge. Cross back. What are my hands doing? They're doing what they want to do. If your hands are on your hips, that's fine. If you're sending them forward, that's fine. 3. If you're starting to breathe a little heavy, that's okay too. 2 more. Once those larger muscle groups get warm, we can always get a good cardio workout with strength. It is Pilates. So I'm going to get a little bit more traditional here after this. Good. Go ahead, paddle out your feet. Send your arms back. We're going to make our way to the other side. Good. Working through the whole entire foot. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening wide the chest for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Give yourself lots of space and we'll go side lunge the other direction. So starting with a fairly narrow stance, let's go ahead and open up, sending your hip to the corner of the room. Dip low. And push away, come back in. Dip low. So while you're doing this, you don't want to fold forward. So you're not looking at the ground. You should still be able to see your screen. We're going to add that knee raise this time. Knee raise. Oh, test your balance. It's different from side to side. 4 more. Long, strong breaths. 3. Arms are doing what they want. 2. Last one, we hold right here, runner balance. Bring your upper body weight to counteract your lower body weight. 3 more. 2. Oh my gosh, I just almost fell. Ah. Last one. And step together. All right, paddle it out. We're going to go ahead and start those cross back or curtsy lunges on this working side. Inner thighs squeeze together. The ball of that back foot is down. Dip back and tap. 4 more and then we'll blend. And 3. You don't have to be going this slow. You can stay up a little higher too if you want. Last one. Good. All right, let's go ahead and blend that side lunge and cross back. Same side. Biggest movements you've got, keeping yourself safe. And then back. In Pio, which is a beach body format, this is called a bowler's lunge. 4 more. Or curtsy. 2 more. Why would you curtsy to yourself? You're your own queen, though. Last one. Back. All right, roll those shoulders, paddle out your legs, grab a drink of water if you wish. We're going to come to the back of our mat. Still working a little bit of standing, a little bit more total body here. We're going to walk our hands out to the front of the mat. Stay in plank, 3 push-ups on the knees, and then rolling back in. So it looks like this. Contract through your abdominals, squeeze your glutes, bend your knees just a little bit. Fold forward. A little bit more, a little bit more. You're going to take your hands and walk them to the front of the mat, finding tall plank. Shoulders stacked right over the wrists, heels sent out long, legs super straight, glutes are squeezed. Tuck your tail under, and then drop to the tops of your knees. You should be able to lift the rest of your leg. We're going down for 3. Keep your back from arching, down slow. 3, and up. 2, last one. Up, good, curl those toes back under. Find that strong, solid plank. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Use your upper body strength to walk yourself back to where you started. Coming out of that fold nice and slow, contract the abs. Shoulders up, down, and back. 3 squats here. 3, 2, and the last one. Let's do that again. Roll yourself down. Walk your hands out. Full plank. Nice and strong. Drop to your knees. 3 push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Throw those toes under. Stick that plank, tailbone under, abs tucked in, and walk your hands back. Bend your knees, forward fold. Roll it up. Shoulders up, down, and back. 3 squats. And 2. So we're doing everything in 3s. Guess what comes next? Last time. Roll down, all the way. Gain some flexibility, some upper body strength. Hold that plank. Drop to the knees. And 3, 2. Last one. Send those legs out strong and straight. One more time, walking your hands back to where you were. Rolling yourself up. And shoulders down and back. Let's step to the middle of our mat. Bringing our legs pretty close together. We're going to continue with those squats, adding just a little bit of a twist. So, squat down, twist, front, and shoot it up. Do it again. Send those hips way back, weight through the heels. Twist, and shoot it up. One more each way. Squat, twist, forward, shoot it up. Last time, other side. Squat, twist, forward, shoot it up. Keep your hands together. Come back down. Walk your hands out and come down, hands and knees. Hands and knees is where we'll start our more traditional Pilates. So right here, go ahead and cat cow through your spine. We have just created a lot of mobility through that spine. So maybe take it to a dog wag, which would be a lateral rib to hip. Looking over your shoulder, if you were a little dog, you'd be very slowly wagging your tail. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and go for some tucks. What I want you to think about is taking one leg super straight back behind. You can flex that foot, that's fine. And then taking the other opposite arm forward, reaching. And we're going to tap the toes and the fingers to the mat at the same time. Down, lift up. Now, think about where your abs are right now. Don't let your back arch. You want everything to be solid. Your belly button is pulled up and into the spine. If that gives you a little bit less range of motion, so be it. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it out super long. Point your toes, point your toes. We're going to get really weird here. Take that arm out to the side, take the leg out to the side. Good, bring it back center. And you do that again. Out to the side, both at the same time. So arm and leg are going to stay in line with each other. We're not going to let our back arch. We're going to use our abs to protect our back. Contract your abs. 3 more times. And 2. Last one. Hold it long and straight in front and behind. We're going to go into a cat position. We're going to tuck knee to elbow. Make a fist. Round the back. They don't have to touch. They have to get pretty close. Exhale in. Inhale out. You have 4. And out. 3. And out. Last 2. And last one. Hold. Come back down. Sit back on your feet. Roll those shoulders down and back. Shake out your wrists if you need to. We're going to work through a little bit of booty right now before we get to that other side. So what I want you to do is come into a little bit more of a kneeling posture. And where we're going here Just want to see if we can press those hips forward and just lean back. And come back straight. Try it again. Lean back. And come back straight. Good. Squeeze your glutes. Feel your thighs. Back and straight. Butt squeezes. 3 more. Stick your belly out. You're fine. You extend that spine a little bit. 2 more. Woo. Arm up. Last one. I want you just to kind of hold it back, and then we're going to climb the rope. Good. Contract your abs. Stay lean. Squeeze your butt. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Can you lean back more? 2 and 1. Come back down. And if you fall hands and knees, that's just fine. We're going to do that same series on the other side. Get ready. Find your quadruped. We're going to take the other leg straight back behind. Straight back. Flex the foot. Contract the abs. Take any arch out of your back. If your back feels like it's arching, I want you to tuck your tailbone and pull your belly button towards your spine. Here we go. Let's add that opposition arm with the foot flexed and the arm nice and straight. We're going to tap down, lift up. Good. Go again. Remember, no arching through the back. Your abdominal muscles are helping you control that. Lots and lots of length. Push through the heel. Push through the fingertips. 3, 2. Last one. Hold them out straight. Here we go. We're going to get a little bit awkward. I'm going to take that arm and that leg out to the side. Arm and leg stay in line with each other. Pull back center. Let's do that again. Out to the side. If your breathing is getting away from you, just think long, strong breaths. Do it again. 3. Awkward. And in. 2. And last one. Hold. Bring it straight forward. Here are our tucks. Our spine goes into flexion. Take a deep exhale as your knee and your elbow meet. Inhale. Exhale, come together. Inhale out loud. You have 4 to go. Complete control. Did you guys know that Pilates used to be called controlology? It was all about controlling through the core muscles so that you could strengthen and lengthen everything else. Here's your last one. Out, hold. Hands down, knee down. Come off that wrist. Go ahead, roll those shoulders. Take a little bit of a break. This is a great time for a water break, or just kind of reflect on what we've been doing. All right, we're going to go back into those leans. When I first started these leans, they were not easy. I know that I'm not getting as far down as I could, or I'm a lot farther than I used to be. But we'll see how it goes, okay? So your feet can be flat. If you would like, you can pull your toes under this time and flex through your feet, giving them a stretch. Let's go ahead, press those hips forward, squeeze the glutes as much as you can. Lean back, belly up, chest wide, and come back in. Lean back, and tall. 4 more. Little bit of extension through that spine. Float the arms if you want. 3. And 2 more. And last one. Good. Let's go ahead and take a seat. Come off those knees, come off those wrists, find your mat right square in the center. Shoulders down, Breathing aligned, heels down, toes up. And all we're going to do right now is just take a half roll back. Hands can just float. You can roll back halfway and come all the way up. Hands are going to open, chest is going to open. Keep those legs fairly close together. Good. Exhale. Inhale. As long as you're breathing, long, strong, slow breaths. 4 more. And 3. 2. And last one. If you need a break, grab onto the back of your legs. I almost call them arms, they're legs. Grab onto the back of your legs. You can widen out your back, that's fine. We're going to continue on with a similar motion. Lifting one leg into the air and adding just a little bit of a twist. So this time, hands float forward. Knees stay in line with each other. Feet can stay flexed or you can point. Tap that arm to the back, come back. Stay on the same side. Yeah. Open. Kick that foot up. Last one right here. Clasp your hands. Keep that leg up and tick-tock side to side. Tick-tock. Keep that leg up. Point your toes. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come on up. If you didn't think you were going to make it and you did, proud of you. If you didn't make it, that's okay. You got something to work for. All right. Before we do the other side, we're going to go ahead and take some tension out of those hip flexors or the crease muscles right here. Every time we work lower abdominals or lift the legs, our hip flexors get a lot of work. They also get really tight from our jobs or sitting all day. So we're going to go for a couple of different bridge series here. So what I want you to do is keep your legs tight together still. Hands can be flat on the floor. Before we get started, imprint that spine. Press everything into the mat. Take a deep breath. And then starting from the tailbone, peel your spine up. Send your knees away from you. Can you keep your inner thighs together? Rolling up onto your shoulder blades. And down nice and slow. 3 more just like that. Completely concise, completely controlled. Squeeze those glutes up. And come back down. Press your spine into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, press up, squeeze the glutes, knees press away. Oh, and one more time with those inner thighs glued together. Inhale, press into imprint. Exhale, rise. Good, hold right here. Inner thighs are squeezed together, but now with those glutes held up, I want you to butterfly those knees. Open and close. Good. 8 together. 7, so you can actually touch knees together. 6, keep your backside lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, keep your hips up. We're going to drop side to side. It's like we're jutting one hip up to the ceiling. You can separate your feet. Just kind of have a party in your hips, in your butt, in your lower abs. 8, 7, 6, 5. Just like you're swiveling your hips, your elbows now. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Feel free to tuck and gather your knees in. Take a pause. Take a moment. Take a breath. Let's rock side to side. We have those seated abs on the other side. When you're ready, we're gonna roll like a ball 3 times. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders, nose to the knees. Ready, 3, 2, last one. Now you're seated. Okay, good. Let's get the other side. Situate yourself. We're going for those half rollbacks first, and then we'll add that leg, okay? So arms can be out in front of you, a little bit rounded. I don't really care if your knees touch. If you still want that inner thigh bonus, that's fine. Right now, we're just gonna roll back, open up. And you're rolling back just enough to where you feel like, oh, your heels might come off, but they're not gonna. Open, and down. Let's really mindfully open those arms so that right here, your shoulder blades are really working. The muscles in your upper back are flexing as your arms go out. 4 more. So it's not just abs that you're thinking, upper back. Good, 3 more. Long, strong breaths. 2. And last one, hold. And take a pause, grab for the back of your legs. All right, we're gonna go for those kicks on the other side. So we're leaning and we're kicking that leg to straight. We want nice, strong, long leg, keeping the knees in line with each other or as best as you can. I know you probably don't have mirrors, so here we go. Arms start. We're gonna lean back. And think about yourself if you are on a parade float and you're waving to the crowd behind you. That leg out straight. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and here is your last one right here. Oh, come on back. Let's come down our second set of bridge variations. Go ahead, come on down. Feet are, oh, they're separated, fairly close to your glutes. We're gonna go for a London bridge, which is a repetition and a half. So let me walk you through it for the first part, okay? So here we go. We're gonna squeeze into imprint right here. As we squeeze into imprint, our tailbone lifts and then we lift every vertebrae of that spine up as high as we can. Up, halfway down, up, and all the way down. It's a London bridge because it seems like it's falling. So you're up, halfway down, up, all the way. Keep going in that same pattern. Up, halfway, lift, and rest. Good. Repetition and a half. Keep both feet planted firmly on the floor. Get a little bit more time on the high side of that movement. Even though we're not necessarily working our abs, I want you to lightly contract through your entire abdominal wall. Keep going up, halfway down, up, all the way. 4 more. Up, down. Ooh. Booty might be talking to you. That's good. Answer her back. Tell her she's getting stronger. Last one. All the way up, halfway down. Squeeze. Can you get a little higher? I bet you can and you didn't even know it. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. We're just going to lengthen one leg out and pull the other one in. Pull it in. Rotate it around. Any type of movement that feels really good for your glutes or your leg right now, just take it. Head, neck, and shoulders are still rested on the ground. Go ahead and switch your leg. Roll and rotate that around. Release the glutes, any tension you might have in the glutes. I feel like we might need a little bit more abdominal work. So let's go ahead with that single leg stretch, okay? So switch your leg out again. Squeeze into imprint that low spine. Lift head, neck, and shoulders. And switch. And switch. Switch. You can do your double pulse breathing here if you want to. So in, 2, out, 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Are all your shoulder blades off the mat? Try it. 2 and 1. Pull them both in. Tuck your nose towards your knees. We're going to go into that double leg stretch. Extend everything nice and long. Do not drop head, neck, and shoulders. Grab those knees. Tuck. Extend. Good. Snow angel arms take you back to where you were. Tuck. Extend. If your head's getting tired, you can rest at 3 more. Tuck. Extend. Snow angel arms big. Tuck. Extend. Last time. Tuck. Extend. And roll down. Relax. Give yourself a big long line stretch. Letting your back arch off the ground. Arms overhead. Legs lengthen. Goody. All right. A little bit more lower abdominal work in supine here. Feel free to go into the imprint for the lower spine. Now, traditional arms would be right about shoulder height, and they can be down on the floor. Your hands are facing the floor. We're going to lift both legs. We're going to straighten them the best that we can. And all we're going to do is make circles about the size of a larger stability ball. Keeping both legs glued together. If you don't like your arms like that, you can bring them lower. One hip will come off at a time. You're going to bring those legs as close to your upper body as possible, possibly getting a little bit of a hip lift. Last one. And switch directions. And 5. Touch your toes if you can. 4. 3. 2. And here's your last one. Good. Keep your legs right there. Keep them there. Keep them there. Can you lengthen them a little bit more? Flex your feet. Point your toes back towards you. Lift head, neck, and shoulders. Bring your arms with. You're going to reach for the opposite toes. Reach for the opposite toes. Good. Reach. Flex the spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those legs rest. Taking everything you just did, and while you're here, we're going to take our arms back out shoulder height and just do a little bit of a shoulder check. So feel free to bring your arms into goal post. Goal post arms look like this. We're going to do that on the floor and see if we have good shoulder flexibility. So it's pretty common for you to not be able to touch the floor with your hands or your fingers, but that's something that you're going to work for. Let your lower body relax, except imprint your spine. If you are trying to go into goal post and forcing your fingertips onto the floor, but your spine flexes up, don't do that. Just let your spine and your abs do the work. And if your hands don't touch, that's fine. We're going to hang out here for about 10 more seconds. Deep breaths. Now to come out of this, I want you to turn your arms up, place them on the floor, send your feet out long. And we're getting ready for one big roll up so that we can switch our body position. So from here, go ahead, press your hands into the floor or bring your hands forward and let's roll up. All right, we're gonna switch back to hands and knees so we can play around with a couple more plank variations. A new one that I'm gonna introduce you with today. I think you'll like it, might not like it. Hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Go ahead and curl your toes under. And from here, all I want you to do is contract your abs, tighten through your back muscles, and lift your knees about 2 inches off the floor. Keep them right there. It's like you're on hands and knees, but you're on hands and toes. Hold that lift. Feel what that's doing to your thigh muscles, your quads. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and drop down to your knees. Uncurl your toes, come on back. So yes, that's the position we're going to play with. It's called Beast. Knees are directly aimed towards the floor. You got about 2 inches between the floor and your knees. We have a lot of things we can do. Once we master this, we'll start with the basics today. Okay, ready? For those wrists. Fists are always okay. Let's get ready. Keep the toes curled under as if you're going to go into a down dog or plank, but you're not quite going to. Lift, contract the abs. And lift those knees off 2 inches. Hold that position. We're going to walk in and out. So straight, straight, bend, bend. Yes, we're taking it out to a full plank. Very nice and slow. And then dropping those knees right under the hips, elevated 2 inches off the mat. Total control of the abs. Now, while you're watching your legs, don't watch your legs. Keep your eye gaze about a foot in front of your hands. Keep your shoulders right over your wrists. We have 2 more rounds. In, out, out. Notice what leg is leading. In, out, out. Last time, in, hold. What leg did you lead with? Think about that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop. Come off, sit back, hang out. Where does the time go? All right, roll out your wrists. We're gonna do that on the other side. All right, let's find that beast pose. Hands and knees. This is so strong for your abs. Really working through those front leg muscles. You're keeping your feet and your ankles healthy. I'm stalling. Okay, no, I'm not ready. Curl those toes under. Knees lift off about 2 inches from that mat. Hold that position. You're going to walk back and in with the other leg. So back, back, in, back, back. Maybe call this a Pilates mountain climber. 3 more rounds. Back, back. Make sure your hips aren't hiking up. Make sure your knees really truly are only 2 inches from the ground. 2 more. Complete control of that core. You know where you are. You're almost done. Last one. We're not going to hover in back. We're going to hover in plank. Hover. Hold. 5, 4. Can you straighten a little bit more? 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop your chest to that mat. Make a pillow for your head. And relax. Good job. Let's go ahead and work through some spinal extension just to balance out all that flexion. We're going to stay off our wrists for a little while. Now, hands can be straight forward. They can be a little bit goalpost bent. Legs can be a little separated. Even though your abs are pressed into your mat, I want you to think about contracting your abs. Here we go. We're going to lift everything like we're Superwoman. As much of the thighs off as you can. Drive the elbows back. Squeeze upper, lower back, butt, hamstrings. Point the toes. Can you lift any higher? And come down, rest. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, lift. Chest, thighs, squeezing the booty. Abs are up and in, elbows drive back. And release, relax. Let's try that one more time. And we'll go into actual swimming this time, okay? Ready, lift. Squeeze. Bring those arms forward. Opposite arm legs. Swim. Swim. Good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze the backside. Hamstrings, glutes, thighs lifting off the mat. Can you lift a little higher? Abs contracted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, make your way back into child pose. Your knees can be wide, your toes can be together. Sink your hips back. Lengthen the arms, allow your head to rest on that mat. Feel free to wiggle side to side if you want to. Good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start our final stretch of the day. So I'm up on my feet here. I'm going to go ahead and drop those shoulders from here. I'm going to go ahead and lift off again, bringing those hands back behind. So watch first. Hands are clasped. Shoulders are wide back there. Chest is wide, shoulders back. We're going to use our hands to kind of push our glutes forward. Going into a little back bend, so a little more extension. Lean back slightly. Open wide the chest. Stick your belly out. Look up if you can. And coming back down. Hands and knees on the mat, toes curled under. Get ready, down dog. Press the hips way back. Eye gaze right between the knees. Dropping the heels as best you can. Just kind of swinging hips back and forth. Good. Steadying yourself in that down dog. We're going to go ahead and walk our feet out, paddle our feet. So bending one knee, straightening the other. 6, 5, your arms, your heels, and your hands are pushing away. Your head is dangling right between your biceps. 3, 2, last one. Taking one leg high into the sky. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. And bring it forward to pigeon. Right between your hands. Adjusting that leg however it feels good for you. Staying up tall, maybe fingertips for now. Feeling the different stretch between front hip, back hip. Good. One more deep breath. And we're going to make our way folding over that pigeon. So I'm going to make 2 little fists and I'm going to support my forehead on that. If you'd rather, you can drop your head and send your arms out long. Whatever works best for you. Deep breaths. Just marinate in all that hard work we just did. We're coming off of it by sitting down on that hip and bringing that other leg forward. Now we're going to stretch over that bent leg. One hand on either side of the knee. Bow your head in towards your knee. Maybe a little bit more. Walking your hands back. And then giving some love and attention to that long leg. Maybe you can grab your calves. Maybe you can grab your toes. Stretch out your back. Arms are nice and long. Deep breaths. Go ahead and release those arms. And going into that seated spinal twist, we're going to take that bent leg, cross it over the straight leg. And then if you like to use your hand, you can do that. If you're super flexible and bendy, you can use your elbow and push. I'm not, so I'm just going to go here. But what I'm going to think about is a nice tall spine. So you're not just going to relax back into that spine. Send that opposite arm right behind you, look over your shoulder. Pull that knee in towards you. And then we'll do a little bit of a counter twist. So come out of that and just go the other way. And go ahead and mermaid those legs just like you were going to pretzel. And lean, lateral lean over. Other way over. Making our way back onto hands and knees so that we can get the other side. Curl your toes under. Send your hips back, down dog. Arms are straight. Your hands are pushing that mat away. You're dropping your heels the best you can. Head is dangling, no tension in your neck. Pedal out your feet one more time. Long, deep breaths. Good, last ones. All right, we're going to send that other leg high into the sky. Big, long stretch. And coming down, bringing it forward, finding your best pigeon. Use your hands to adjust if you need. Staying up tall, maybe on your fingertips for now, stretching out the belly. Making sure the ears and shoulders are away from each other. When you are ready, you may fold over that leg or stay high, it's fine. Whatever you like to do. I can't even see you. I don't even know what you're doing. Come on. Be happy that you showed up. Long deep breaths. One more time. We'll come out of that by leaning into that hip. Sending that back leg forward. Sitting up straight and tall. I'm just going to go ahead and come on over that bent knee. Touching your back. Walking your hands back. Some attention to the other leg, grabbing the toes or the shin. Wherever you are, make sure your arms are stretching too. Oh, I could stay there all day, but it's time to get up. Let's go ahead and cross that knee over the other leg. Going for that seated spinal twist. Tall, straight spine. Pushing that knee towards you. And then just feeling that nice rotational stretch. Breast looking over your shoulder. We'll give it a counter twist, just go the other way. And then bringing our legs into mermaid. Big giant lean over. Lift up the back muscles. We'll take it the other side. Coming back, hands and knees. Running your toes under, walking your hands back to meet your feet into a forward fold. Feeding your legs out. Stretching, testing your flexibility. Coming up all the way, restack that spine. Shoulders up, down, and back. Wiggle everything out, whatever you need, because you guys are done. So how do you feel now? Guys doing okay? Hopefully you had a good time. I'm going to go ahead and send you the workout that we did on Monday in just a few moments, okay? Thanks for coming, you guys.
Thank you.
Jen.
See you
Have a
next
good-
week.
Have a good night.
I hope you feel just as great as I do. Oh, if not, you will tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay, bye.